Max Verstappen's test-topping late run in Bahrain left little doubt Red Bull is in a strong position as F1's pre-season drew to a close, while a spin for Lewis Hamilton capped a confusing few days for Mercedes. Verstappen led a Honda 1-2 at the end of the afternoon session on day 3 with Yuki Tsunoda. Hamilton finished 5th overall, a second slower than the Red Bull. So let's look at the 6 main talking points. Number 1, of course, being Red Bull looked mighty. Even before his late run to the top of the times, Verstappen expressed confidence in his car. By the time he was pounding in fastest sector laps for fun in the final hour or so, once darkness had descended, it was clear he felt that way. The Red Bull had looked nicely hooked up all weekend, and we really saw it as he did those major laps at the end of the session. And the most impressive thing about it was Verstappen didn't even have a perfect lap, running wide at turn 11. So yeah, Red Bull are looking really, really strong. And he said the car felt stable and said it's the best pre-season they've had while he's been at Red Bull. So that's hugely encouraging signs. And with a number 2 with the quality of Sergio Perez, I think Mercedes are really going to have to look up and take notice of the Red Bulls this year. Number 2 is Mercedes struggling. Mercedes renowned by eye-popping mileage counts and testing, but this time it ends with the lowest of any teams. This was a legacy of gearbox problems that led to Valtteri Bottas restricted just to 6 laps on the opening morning. This put Mercedes on the back foot and it ended the opening day quite a long way from where it wanted to be. A Hamilton spin on the gravel in the second morning further weakened it. A better finish to the second day was described by Bottas as being 95% of what Mercedes wanted, which was followed up by a 100% completed test on the final morning. But Bottas admitted he couldn't say Mercedes got everything he wanted done. And yeah, they were sandbagging a bit. So yeah, it's impossible to know their pace. But yeah, it's really hard to tell where Mercedes are. But yeah, just those slight niggles and car looking a bit off rails just kind of dampened them a little bit. But number 4 is Vettel's poor start at Aston Martin. When considering who should be worried about the new season, the simple answer is usually the slow and the unprepared. In numbers alone, that surprisingly means new Aston Martin driver Seb Vettel. The tally of laps completed for the crop of 2021 race drivers, sorry Roy Nissany, makes grim reading for Seb, whose preparations for life after Ferrari has been badly hit by gearbox and turbocharger problems. Vettel's tally of 117 laps after 3 days was less than half of what Pierre Gasly managed as the busiest driving in pre-season, racking up over 400 miles. And what must also be another concern is midfield rivals having such successful times, including the McLaren and Ferrari, in terms of reliability. And we still really don't know where Aston Martin are in pace, to be honest. So yeah, that'll be interesting. But the Mercedes car does seem to have some issues. But anyway, in number 3, it is spins. Pre-season testing is the first time both drivers and those watching can get to know the characteristics of the 2021 car. Unsurprisingly, all 10 cars looked at least solid on track, although when drivers were pushing, there were some telltale signs of limitations. The most impressive was Red Bull in the hands of Max Verstappen, who could carry speed and nail the apex. As for Hamilton and Mercedes, the car looked good, but never as strong as the Red Bull. However, there is one enormous caveat on that. We saw Hamilton spinning quite a lot of the time, and Red Bull, it just seemed stuck to the ground. McLaren also looked really impressive, and they do look quite strong, could well be joining the fight with Mercedes and Red Bull. But yeah, Aston Martin and Ferrari, they looked okay. Alfa Romeo, pretty much the same as AlphaTauri and all of that, and Haas kind of looked away behind. But anyway, number 2 is the flaws. The aerodynamic tweaks designed to prevent downforce levels from exceeding the capabilities of the tyres were carried over for a third successive season, but with modifications to the construction to increase robustness. In particular, the triangular cut in the rear part of the floor to create an exclusion zone around the rear wheels had a huge impact. And yeah, we saw how this can really affect teams. And yeah, they said they want to get all of the downforce back by the end of this year. We're already seeing innovative designs to try and get it back, such as a new floor developed by Mercedes and Aston Martin, who seem to have led the way with that. And there also have been other similar designs from Red Bull and McLaren, but it does seem like Mercedes and Aston Martin Ford does seem to be the talk of the paddock, but there also has been some really interesting designs on other parts of the car as well, such as the new diffuser at McLaren. But yeah, definitely the Ford seems to be taking up most of the focus. And finally, it is Alonso is back, and it started very well. The suggestions that Alonso might have lost his edge with his accident and the age of him been pretty much put to bed, coming back on the first day, just a few weeks after a cycling accident, to come second. It's just incredible, really. And with the amount of laps he'd done for the accident he had a few weeks ago, it's just incredible. And for me, I don't think Alonso's lost it, really. I think he'll still be one of the best drivers out there, and will probably carry that Alpine to places where it probably really doesn't belong, like he did for McLaren a few years ago. So yeah, I can't wait to see Alonso back, and yeah, I think it'll be really entertaining to see what he can do, and hopefully we get some quality team radios along the way too. But all we can say is glad to have you back, Nando. But anyway, guys, that's it for this video. Thanks very much for watching. Remember to like, share, subscribe. Remember your thoughts in the comments down below. Remember to follow me on Twitter, link in the description below for daily F1 news, and subscribe to my channel on screen right now. That would be greatly appreciated. Thanks very much for watching. Peace.